Hello and welcome to your Sacral Chakra Yoga Flow. Today we'll begin lying down on our back. Come to lie down on your mat. Bring the soles of your feet together to touch and your knees fall out wide for reclined butterfly pose. Close off your eyes. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Begin to settle in. In today's yoga flow, we are focusing on the sacral chakra, our second chakra located right below your belly button. This chakra is associated with the color orange and is the center of our emotions, pleasure, and sensuality. It governs how you experience sexuality and creative expression. When the sacral chakra is open and energy is flowing freely, one will feel more stimulated and confident. A balanced sacral chakra will support sensuality, creativity, and healthy relationships in one's life. Place the hand on your belly right below the navel. Begin to bring awareness to your sacral chakra and visualize an orange glowing ball of energy right under your palm. As you inhale, repeat this mantra, I am creative, passionate, and inspired. And as you exhale, repeat, I allow the flow of positive energy to effortlessly move through me. We'll find that mantra again. Inhale, I am creative, passionate, and inspired. Exhale, I allow the flow of positive energy to effortlessly move through me. Find about 3 more deep rounds of breath in this pose. Flutter your eyes open and draw your knees in towards your chest. Find a gentle rock side to side, massaging your lower back. Place your hands on the backs of your thighs and roll up to seated. Come to an easy seat and we'll find baby cradle pose. So grab your right leg and begin to hug your leg towards your chest. So grab hold of your right knee and your right foot to draw your leg up. Another option is to tuck your knee and your foot into the crease of your elbows. So finding where you're at today, if this is entirely too much, just back off a little bit and give your leg a little rock side to side, working into your right hip. Begin to release hold of your right foot and we'll switch sides. So grab hold of your left leg this time, grabbing hold of your foot and your knee. And option to stay here, or maybe you tuck your knee and your foot into your elbow creases. Again, honoring and listening to your body. Perhaps this side feels more tight or more open, and allow yourself to feel into this pose, rocking your leg back and forth like a baby. Begin to release hold of your foot and come to a comfortable seat, placing one foot in front of the other. Begin to walk your fingertips out long in front of you, coming into a forward fold. Try to keep your sit bones grounded down as you reach your fingertips forward. And breathe into your lower back and your hips. Begin to lift yourself back up, bringing your head back over your heart. And we'll switch out legs. Place your opposite leg in front this time. And then walk your fingertips out long again, coming into your forward fold. Feeling this on your opposite hip this time. And continue to breathe into that space. Begin to lift your torso up, bringing your head back over your heart. Coming to sit tall. We'll find a couple shoulder rolls back. Draw your shoulders up towards your ears and then down your spine. 2 more times like that. Inhale as you draw them up. Exhale as you drop them back. Beautiful. Now we'll make our way over onto tabletop, hands and knees. So make sure your shoulders are stacked over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Push the tops of your feet down into the mat as you inhale, cow pose. Dip your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, cat, dome through your back. Really push your palms into the mat. Inhale, cow, belly drops, gaze forward. Exhale, cat, really push into the mat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Take about 2 more rounds, moving with your breath. When you're ready, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, coming into downward facing dog. Spread wide through your fingertips and evenly press both palms down into the mat. Option to walk out your dog, pedaling through your feet. Maybe shake your head no, and then yes. Allow yourself to have some intuitive movement here in this pose. Find stillness in your downward facing dog and then begin to roll your body forward, coming into high plank. Making sure your shoulders are over your wrists. And then bend into your knees and send your hips back up into downward facing dog. We'll find that a couple more times. Roll your body forward to plank. Feel your core engage. And then bend into your knees. Lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Last time, roll your body forward to plank, and then bend into your knees, send your hips back up into downward facing dog. Nice job. Now from here, lift your right leg high, coming into 3-legged dog. Evenly press both palms down into the mat, and then bend into your right knee, opening up your right hip towards the sky. Inhale, 3-legged dog, straighten your right leg. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot through between your hands. Drop your back knee down, untuck your toes, and come into a kneeling crescent lunge. Make sure that your right knee stays stacked above your right ankle And then maybe melt your hips down more towards your mat if that's comfortable. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead and breathe. Energetically squeeze your inner thighs towards one another to help stabilize. An option to tuck your back toes under to help feel more balanced. Inhale. Exhale, find an open arm twist to the right, left arm forward, right arm back. Keep your hip points forward as you open your chest towards the right. Take an inhale. Then as you exhale, find Exalted Warrior. Reach your left arm up and back. Right palm can come to rest down on your hip or your left thigh. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your right foot. Inhale, low lunge twist. Plant your left palm down as you reach your right arm up towards the sky, opening up your chest towards the right. And breathe. Option to stay here or tuck your back toes under to lift your back knee up off of the mat. Another option is to find Horizon Lunge by spinning over on the knife edge of both feet and dip your left hip down towards the mat as you reach your right arm towards the back of your space. So maybe you find some movement working through your low lunge twist and your horizon lunge, feeling into your hips. Make your way back into a low lunge, framing your right foot. As you inhale, find three-legged dog, lift your right leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take that on the other side. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift your left leg high and breathe. Firmly spread wide through your fingertips and press your palms down into your mat. Option to find a scorpion dog by bending into your left knee, stacking your hips and opening your left hip towards the sky. Inhale, three-legged dog, straighten your left leg. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot between your hands, coming to frame your foot. And then drop your back knee down, untuck your toes, coming into a kneeling crescent lunge. So checking our alignment, make sure that your left knee stays stacked over your left ankle, and then maybe you melt your hips down more towards your mat. Option to keep your hands on your thigh, or maybe you reach your arms up overhead. Feeling this big stretch through your right hip flexor. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, find an open arm twist to your left, right arm forward, left arm back. Open your chest towards the left. Try to keep your hips square towards the front and have this twist happen from your chest. Find exalted arms, reach your right arm up and back, and your left palm will come to rest down on your right thigh or glute. Continue to breathe into this twist. Take an inhale. As you exhale, make your way back into your low lunge, framing your left foot. And then we'll come to find our low lunge twist. Right palm plants, reach your left arm up towards the sky, opening your chest towards the left. Option to tuck your back toes under and pick your back knee off the mat. Another option is to find that horizon lunge again. Spin over on the knife edge of both feet and dip your right hip down towards your mat. Maybe you find a little flow working from your low lunge twist into your horizon lunge, feeling into your hips. Make your way back into your low lunge, framing your left foot. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift your left leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shift your body forward to plank, stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Always know that you can drop down on your knees for this. As we inhale, shift forward on your toes. Exhale, find a chaturanga push-up, lower down halfway, hug your elbows towards your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your chest, flip over onto the tops of your feet, shine your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift your right leg high. Exhale, we'll find a runner's lunge. Step your right foot outside of your right palm. So both hands are on the inside of your right foot. Deep stretch into your left hip flexor. So option 2, drop your back knee down, untuck your toes. Another option is to spin over onto the knife edge of your right foot. To open up even more, just try to keep that right knee stacked over your right ankle. And then option 2, come to rest down on your forearms, only if this feels comfortable in your body today. Find about 5 rounds of breath, breathing deeply into your hips. Option for a quad stretch here. By bending into your back leg, sweep your right hand back. See if you can grab hold of your left foot. Try to revolve your chest open towards the right. If you have the quad stretch, release. Come back into your runner's lunge. Then toe heel your right foot into center so your hands are framing your foot. Tuck your back toes under and rise up into a high crescent lunge. Lift your torso, reach your arms up above your head. Keep a soft bend in your back leg. Draw your right hip back, left hip forward to square your hips. Take an inhale. Exhale, open arm twist to the right, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, exalted warrior, reach your left arm up and back. Right palm can come to rest down on your left thigh, and breathe. Stay committed to the bend in your front leg, you've got it. Then begin to unravel, make your way back into a high crescent lunge. Inhale, exhale, come into warrior 2. Tee out your arms, back foot grounds down to the short edge of your mat. Take your gaze over your front fingertips. Inhale, find star pose. Bring your heels in, toes out. Reach your fingertips up. Exhale, goddess squat. Bend into your knees. Open up your palms towards the sky. Try to get your thighs as parallel to the earth as possible. Feel your legs fire up. If you want a little more heat, come onto the ball of both feet, so letting your heels leave the mat. Don't forget to breathe, and we'll hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise up, star pose. Awesome job. Then as you exhale, we'll find our wide-legged forward fold. Turn your toes in and your heels out. And then hinge forward from your waist, bringing your fingertips down on your mat. So feeling into this pose, maybe find a little wiggle side to side. Option for a chest expansion by interlacing your hands behind your back. Let your knuckles fall up and over. Let your head and neck hang heavy and breathe about 5 rounds of breath here. If you have the chest expansion, release. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, side lunge. Bend into your back leg as you straighten through your right. So maybe you stay lifted on your fingertips, or you melt your hips down towards your mat. Now a couple options. Option to bring your hands through heart center, or find a bind by reaching your hands behind your back, maybe your fingertips clasp. Keep your right toes flexed towards your face And if you have the bind, try to draw your right shoulder back to open your chest up. Begin to release, bring your fingertips back down to your mat, come through your wide-legged forward fold, then crawl your fingertips up towards the top of your mat, coming into your low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift your right leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll switch sides. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift your left leg high. Exhale, runner's lunge, step your left foot outside of your left palm. So both hands are on the inside of your left leg. Then drop your back knee down, untuck your toes. Big stretch into your right hip flexor this time. So maybe today you stay on your palms if that feels best. Another option is to roll over onto the knife edge of your left foot, just trying to keep that knee above your ankle wherever your ankle goes. Maybe you come to rest down on your forearms if your hips are feeling really open today. Find about 5 deep rounds of breath, breathing space into our hips. If you would like to find the quad stretch, bend into your back leg, sweep your left hand back, maybe you grab hold of your right foot. So try to open your chest towards the right. The more you draw your heel towards your glute, the more you'll feel this stretch in your right quad. If you have the quad stretch, begin to release, bring your palms back down on your mat. Toe heel your left foot to center, tuck your back toes under, and rise up into high crescent lunge. Lift your torso, reach your arms up. Keep a soft bend in your back leg. Make sure your left knee stays stacked above your left ankle. Take an inhale. As you exhale, find an open arm twist to the left, right arm forward, left arm back. Reach your fingertips in opposite directions. Draw your left hip back, right hip forward to square your hips. Inhale, exalted warrior. Reach your right arm up and back. Left palm rests on your right thigh or glute, and breathe. Inhale, make your way back to high crescent lunge, reach your arms up. Exhale, warrior two, tee out your arms. Open your body towards the long edge of your mat. Take your gaze over your left fingertips. Inhale, star pose, heels in, toes out, face the long edge of your mat. As you exhale, goddess squat, bend into your knees. Open up your palms towards the sky. Lengthen your tailbone down to take the arch out of your back and try to get your thighs as parallel to your mat as possible. If you'd like to add a little bit more heat, again, let your heels float off of your mat. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, star pose, beautiful work. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Bring your hands to your hips, bring your toes in, heels out, and fold forward. So finding any other variations that are calling to you on this side. Option to grab hold of your ankles or big toe to draw your chest closer towards your midline to deepen your hamstring stretch. Take about 5 rounds of breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your fingertips to your mat. Find length. Exhale, find your side lunge, Skandasana. Bend into your back leg as you straighten through your left. So option to stay on your fingertips today, or maybe you melt your hips down towards your mat. Now a couple options: you can bring your hands through heart center, or find a bind by reaching your arms behind your back, maybe your fingertips clasp. Left toes are flexed towards your face. If you have the bind, try to draw your left shoulder back to open your chest up. Begin to release. Bring your fingertips down to your mat. Come through your wide-legged forward fold. Then crawl your fingertips up towards the top of your space. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Roll your body forward to plank. Lower down halfway, chaturanga push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Take your gaze forward. Then step your feet outside of your hands, coming into your malasana yogi squat. Bring your fingertips down to the earth. And if it's available to you, melt your hips down towards your mat. Always know you can sit on a block or a pillow if that is more comfortable. Bring your hands together in prayer at your heart center. And option 2, press your elbows into your inner thighs to open up through your hips. Maybe you find a gentle rock side to side, shifting your weight from one foot to the other. When you're ready, bring your fingertips to the mat and lift your hips up, coming into a forward fold. Toe heel your feet together to touch. And then slowly make your way down onto your bottom, coming into a seat. And then from here, we'll find a wide-legged forward fold. So extend both of your legs out long. Come to sit tall in your spine. And then begin to walk your fingertips out long in front of you, coming down until you can feel this stretch through your hamstrings. Keep your feet flexed and active, and take 5 rounds of breath here. Coming back to our mantra, inhale, I am creative, passionate, and inspired. Exhale, I allow the flow of positive energy to effortlessly move through me. Press your palms into the earth to lift your torso back up. Then bend into your left leg, sending the sole of your left foot into your right inner thigh. Keep your right leg straight. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold over your right leg, separate leg stretching pose. So grabbing hold of your shin, ankle, or foot, try to reach your nose towards your knee and breathe into your right hamstring. Inhale, reach your arms up, lift your torso. Exhale, switch out your leg, straighten through your left leg. Bring the sole of your right foot into your left inner thigh. Inhale to lift your arms up. Exhale, fold over your left leg, grabbing hold of your shin, ankle, or foot. Separate leg stretching pose. Try to reach your nose towards your knee, breathing into your left hamstring. Inhale, lift yourself back up. Exhale, make your way down onto your back. So coming to lie down on your mat, draw your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a squeeze. Place the soles of your feet down on the mat, keeping your knees bent. Coming into a supine pigeon, place your right ankle across your left thigh. And then option to stay here or float your legs and interlace your hands around your left thigh or knee. The more you draw your legs towards your chest, the more you'll feel this stretch through your right outer hip. Begin to release the clasp on your legs if you have it, and keep this figure 4 shape with your legs. Tee out your arms, take an inhale. As you exhale, find a spinal twist to the right, drop your legs over to the right, and take your gaze to the left. Begin to unravel, make your way back to center. Draw both knees in towards your chest. We'll switch out legs. So find that supine pigeon on your left. Place your left ankle across your right thigh. Option to stay here, or maybe you float your legs. And then option to interlace your hands around your right thigh or your right knee. Begin to release the clasp on your legs if you have it, but keep the figure 4 shape. Inhale, tee out your arms. Exhale, supine twist. Drop your legs over to the left. Take your gaze to the right. Begin to make your way back to center, drawing both knees in towards your chest. Take an inhale. As you exhale, find reclined butterfly pose, bringing the soles of your feet together to touch. Let your knees fall out wide. Bring your left hand to your belly, your right hand to your heart, and close off your eyes. Allow yourself to just be in this pose, noticing the differences that you feel in your body compared to the beginning of our practice. Bring awareness to the space right below your navel, your sacral chakra. Imagine that glowing orange ball of energy under your palm. Inhale, repeat, I am creative, passionate, and inspired. And as you exhale, repeat, I allow the flow of positive energy to effortlessly move through me. Draw your legs back in towards your chest, placing your hands on the backs of your thighs, and then find a rock and roll a couple times up and down the length of your mat, massaging your spine. When you come up to a comfortable seat, come to sit tall in your spine. Draw your shoulders down your back, keeping your eyes closed. Bring your hands together in prayer at your heart center as we seal our practice together with gratitude. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and thank yourself for showing up on your mat. Hope to see you again soon. Namaste.